Right, so we've got our casualty who has a particularly bad ankle. We're currently on top of Kinder, looking for a guy who's reported in to say he's hurt his ankle, thinks he might have broken it. We got, or at least the ambulance service, got a what 3 words off him, which has put him pretty much right bang in the middle of the plateau, but we've not been able to confirm that. We can't get hold of his phone, and I think that's usually because 999 can go out on any network. But when we tried to phone back, clearly the network he's on has got no service up here. So we're heading to the location where we think he is. Hopefully he's there. But if it's a significantly injured ankle, this is going to be one hell of a stretcher carry out of here. We are right in the middle of nowhere. And it's just about to start raining. And we've got about another half an hour of daylight and then we're going to be dark.
So we're on another call out, and this one's going to be particularly difficult. The casualty's had his accident right in the middle of the plateau, and this time of year it's particularly muddy and boggy walking along the top. Fortunately, we have a route in that we know, which involves going down the watershed in between where all the different rivers run off the top of Kinder. It's a tricky path, it's only a few metres wide, takes a bit of finding, but fortunately it'll keep our feet dry. Our objective was to get one rescue party to the casualty as quickly as possible. We set off with all the things that we would need to treat him immediately. We had the medical kit, a set of splints, a casualty shelter and a warm sleeping bag. Not long after we started, a second party set off with the stretcher, but it would take them significantly longer to get there, pushing that over the ground that we were going over. There's no mobile service in the middle of the plateau. The casualty had managed to raise the alarm by using Apple's new satellite SOS system. It sends a text off to a bureau and they send the information on to us. It had placed him right in the middle of the plateau, and as we got further in, the ground got steadily worse underfoot. Our way further and further into the plateau until we finally got close to where we thought they were.
So we've just done a whistle, just blown our whistles to try and attract attention, and these guys' heads have popped up. Hopefully this is who we're looking for. 2 people plus a dog. We didn't know there was a dog, but that's okay. Let's see what kind of nick he's in. And any of you? Good. Okay. Right, so we've got our casualty who has a particularly bad ankle, all sealed up with a, we've got a little vacuum splint on there. Our stretcher crew's just about to arrive. We'll get him loaded onto our stretcher and then we'll try and get out of here. It's a long way to go, so several hours of carrying, but we'll see where we go.
I was debating taking a shot. I'm sort of dreading thinking I'm going to hobble back. That'd be serious air gel, that.
Our stretcher party finally caught us up just after it had gone dark.
Yeah, we're going to try and get...
We got the casualty out of our shelter and brought the stretcher in alongside him so that we could lift him up and drop him right on top of our big mountain rescue sleeping bag, which is on top of the stretcher. Once on there, he gets clipped in, sealed in tightly, ready for the stretcher carry off.
Right, this is the tricky one.
Yeah.
It's got
How do you want to do it?
just where the curve of the stretcher starts.
Okay, so can we lift again?
Yes.
Following you.
Yeah, go with the torches.
So the stretcher carry began.
Okay.
The first 200 metres were really difficult,
Straight to the...
but once we finally got up onto our route back, it became a little easier, but it's still a long way to carry a stretcher. It took 20 team members, all rotating on the stretcher, to manage the carry out. And by the end of the carry off, everyone was soaked through and exhausted. Finally, we saw the lights of our Land Rovers in the distance, and we knew we'd be able to get him into the vehicles and drive him back down to our base.